Hello. I had to delay this video a little bit because I had so much to do and I didn't calculate my time correctly. I thought I was gonna come on a bit earlier. Okay, wait 1 second. I'm just looking at how everything is on camera. Those who are watching this later, just fast forward a bit because I'm gonna wait for people to join. I'm gonna take my time. I'm gonna use that time to set everything up a little bit nicer. I need the light, my mood light. And look, I made myself coffee and this looks like I'm looking at the waves in the ocean on the beach, or it looks like the sand, how it was formed by the water. This is nice. Hello. Hello, hello. I'm still a little bit stuffy. I'll sound probably a little bit sick because I'm still recovering, but my energy levels are good, which I'm very happy about because damn, I don't remember when I was like that for a long time. Usually if I do get sick, it takes me a couple of days to recover. But this time it's autumn and it's one of those viruses that is floating around in the air and a lot of people around me are sick. Little, old, all of them, all of them. So I hope you, everyone here, you are healthy and everything is fine on your end. Just wanna fix my mic a little bit. Give me 1 sec, I'll adjust you. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, like that. How's everyone doing? Anything new? I haven't spoken to you for a while. Today we're going to be doing the donation-based readings together with probably a pick a card. We shall see. I just settled down. I want to get some air. Get my breath back because I was running around this whole time. Hello, hello everyone. Whoever is here, pass by to say hi so I know that you are watching. And also, right now, my intention is to do, your kids are sick too, man, I'm sorry. Must be really hard. Did you take some days off or you are trying to, or someone helps you? Yeah, that's how it started. First, a child in the family got sick, you know, school. The bacteria, the virus is there. It's the breeding ground. And then they came back home and then everyone else around got sick a couple of days later. Yeah, you know what? That's exactly what I feel too. A new tone was set. That's what I'm sensing too. Let's tap into this, shall we? Before we start, I think I'm gonna do a pick a card as well, but I want to tap into this energy. Now I'm single mom, but they aren't super sick, so it's been just a cough and runny nose. Okay. I can just imagine if you're a single mom and you have both kids super sick, man. Hi, it's the Dragons. I love this nickname. Thank you. Let's tap into this new energy because I feel it in my freaking bones. And now you said that too. For the collective, and we're gonna use the archetype deck. I wanna see what has been invited with this new energy. What's up? Where our power lies in the archetype that we will see. What is this surge of energy about and how can we best use it to benefit us? This one, the self, of course, the self. You're gonna hear some cars pass by because it is Quite warm in my office, so I want to keep the window open. Let's get to it. Let's get the book out. We're also gonna get a couple of supporting cards. What do we need to know about the self? What do we need to know about the self? I don't know, I just want to place it somewhere here. And the camera is a little bit off. This way, much better. Okay, thank you. We have the Five of Cups and the Knight of Cups. Okay, what does this mean for us? The Three of Swords. You can already tell what's happening here, right? You can already tell. Let's get my 9 deck. Oh, it shifted. I'm sorry, I didn't see that. There's something off with my camera holder these days. It keeps shifting around. When I touch it, it feels very sturdy, but I don't know. This is weird. What's happening in the pick a cards too? I readjusted it and then it's back to its own tricks again. Okay. I love how these colors match. We do have the moonlight over here, and it seems like this card is replicating the lights on a table. We have visibility. Yeah, we just talked about the light. Look at this. I mean, come on now. Come on. This is actually good stuff. A young male, an influential individual. Now, this doesn't necessarily have to be a person, though. What I'm feeling with this could be a leftover energy that we're still feeling. This could be like an emotional imprint. This could be our own masculine energy. We will get to it. We will see what it is. We have, death of an old self. I had it in one of the picker cards lately, this death of an old self. I don't remember which pile, but it was really strong. Or maybe for Patreons. And we have authenticity. Okay, of course. Visibility, the self, authenticity is here. Let's talk about the self. I'm going to read from the book. I don't want to interpret this card. It's very nicely described in the book. We need to go ahead a bit. Here we are. So our PowerPoint right now is, right? Witnessing, accepting new aspects of self, literally with the death of an old self, and the authenticity card. Now, the dark aspect of this card says disjointed, fatigued, diffused energy and purpose. Now, this is very interesting what I'm getting. People lately, and when I say lately, in the past 2 months, those who were either sick, those who felt very chaotic, those who felt some type of stiffness in the body, or maybe pains that you've been getting, and it was weird. Maybe it was a bit too frequent, or maybe it was in random spots that you never felt it before. It just felt weird. There was no reasoning for it. I feel like this was your body telling you that through the pain, we're purging the past emotions. Through sickness, we are purging the past emotions. It feels like cleansing to me more than anything else. And when I'm looking at these spilled cups, I don't want to read this card in the way that it is in the book. It almost feels like I didn't need those cups, but I was carrying them. This is like past emotion, something that was repressed. And now that I spilled it, I allowed myself to open up for a healing. Now I can actually see what I need to tap into. Super interesting. The soul, the witness, the watcher. The self is a prism that allows the spectrum of our personalities to radiate. It does not judge, prohibit, suppress, or oppress any of its parts, as it lovingly knows that all aspects have a time and place, and leads us to experience the full breadth of life's offerings. The self is the central abiding container, the awareness of the infinite universe of possibilities. When this card appears, it's a call to step back into witness consciousness, to observe yourself navigating the world. I feel like for a lot of you, maybe you were forced to stop a little bit by your body, life in general, so that you could become an observer and a witness. Yet the self is graceful. Sorry, I missed a part. Ask yourself, am I the stew or am I the chef? In most situations, our ego draws us into the cauldron where we swirl, spin, and smolder in chaos. Yet the self is the graceful culinary dancer, watching, waiting, observing as the spectrum of ingredients become the flavor of our life. Ooh, this is powerful. What kind of ingredients you've been putting in your stew lately? Were you just rushing through it just to make a meal, or were you actually making that meal super delicious? Did you put only a couple of spices, or you were trying to smell what goes with what and you kept tasting it? This is a metaphor for what we have been doing up till now. What kind of spices we've been putting into it, what kind of veggies we've been putting into it, and what the outcome is going to be based on what we put into it so far. Does that make sense? Look in the mirror for 30 seconds or more. Attempt to see the you beyond. Sorry, I can't today. Attempt to see the you behind the you. If this card is perplexing for you, you are on the right track. It challenges us to expand our sense of identity beyond the little self. And the ego resists such movement. It's no surprise that two central mantras in the yoga tradition concern themselves with the self. Experiment with Soham, I am that, and Satnam, true identity. Now, of course, this period of time right now, it is all about you. Imagine you are that freaking stew. Who do you want to be? How do you want to taste? Are you going to buy the cheapest plastic tasting veggies, or are you going to get out of your way a little bit and maybe go to the shop? I'm not saying super expensive shop, and buy a bit better ingredients so that you are the authentic self that tastes the way you want to taste for the world. And when you taste good, it's when everything starts coming your way, because a lot of people want to taste you. A lot of opportunities want to be a part of you. This is very metaphorical. I'm just getting visions and I keep going with them. Now, for a lot of you, this phase of your life is asking you to, through your authenticity here, we're not playing small, okay? We're going all in. That's what it is about. We're not playing small. We're not dwelling on the past mistakes anymore. We're going all in. I'm going to show all of my colors. I want maybe more colors in my life. What do I need to do in order for them to appear? This is the exact thought I had yesterday night. It was around 2 a.m., I think. And it was something that I was just having a conversation with myself where I'm like, okay, I want this to happen. But what I have been doing up till now, it was too small. I need to turn the volume up. I can't be loud if my volume or my connection is bad. So I first need to go to the root issue, figure it out. What is not connecting in order for me to be able to do this? I also had this realization of I wasn't hungry enough. Because I thought at some point in my life, I thought if I'm going to be really hungry, like this animalistic, urge to go and get shit done and get those results that I want, I thought that it was going to be too egoistical, but in reality, I was minimizing myself over and over and over again. And subconsciously, I thought that either, I'm not sure, I didn't get to it just yet. I need to sit with myself again. Either I'm not gonna be able to deal with all of it when it comes my way. Yeah, that's it. That's actually it. But in reality, I can. I've done so much. So maybe these are the conversations some of you may be having recently, or you will be having in the next couple of weeks. I'm not afraid to be seen for my colors, and I'm not afraid to be loud. I'm leaving this behind me because I am becoming the new self. No more dwelling, especially no more dwelling on something that I didn't get, because it's the time that I'm taking charge. That's why the young male, I felt it's not necessarily a person, this is a masculine energy that you are stepping into. And masculine energy goes, does, achieves, strategizes. So some of you may become very serious at this moment of your life, what trajectory you want to go for, what changes you want to make. And it feels like some of you may be fed up with one part of your life. It's enough. I know I can do it. Let me put my head down and work towards this shit. So I'm going to check the emails very quickly. By the way, Kristen, I got you. Deza, I got you. Tyler, I got you. Jedida, sorry if I butchered your name, I got you. Let me look at the comments very quickly. Okay. Noted the dragons. Pisces Moon Tarot, and wait for the ingredients to come in season. Oh yeah, that's very well spotted. Come in season. If they aren't ready, not just rushing to make something. That's right. This is very beautifully said, actually. The best restaurants that you see, that you maybe have eaten yourself, they go by the season. They use seasons, fresh produce to put the best meal on the table for you. Yeah, those are the freaking expensive places to eat at. They often, I'm also being drawn to the environment they offer. They often they try to set this tone when you come in, not over the top fancy chandeliers type of situation. If we talk about Michelin stars, a lot of them, they try to make you feel like home. They focus on the food instead of the interior. It's not to say that they don't have really nice interior, but the interior doesn't overshadow the food. And a lot of times it's very simple, but it's very well made. So maybe some of you are trying to find the spices and ingredients that maybe don't need to be found at all because it doesn't go with your meal. It would ruin the meal, but because you think, oh, I really need to find lobster right now and make that kind of meal for myself. But what if right now, in this season, you're gonna make the best meal that you ever came up with from veggies because it's autumn season? What if you're gonna make the best wild mushroom risotto? Actually, I went mushroom picking yesterday. Oh my god, it was great. Straight away, I walked in the forest, found 2 massive porcinis, the king mushrooms of the forest, right? I was having the best time of my life. Walked for 3.5 hours, and I came back home. I didn't need to think of the fancy meal. The fancy meal was the meal that I found in the forest, myself, picked with my own hands. Clean those mushrooms. Just put a little bit of onion, salt, and pepper because those mushrooms were the star. of the meal. I cooked them perfectly, put some cream at the very end, and served it in a nice little plate. And I was enjoying I wasn't scooping them up. I was taking one mushroom after another, little mushrooms, and tasting each of them because they all taste very unique. If you tap into those little tiny tones of taste. The chanterelle smells like this. The porcini smells like that. Chanterelle is a bit more nutty, right? This was quite a deep reading today. Pisces Moon Tarot. Such a confirmation. I haven't been feeling called to do tarot anymore, but I need to just stop limiting myself. Oh my God, Brigita, I literally have been seeing that everywhere, and I've never had it. So I told myself I want to try it. What do you want to try? Let me know, because I was talking and I looked at your comment now. Couple of more minutes, guys, and I'll get to your readings, okay? Just want to have a little chat with you and connect to you a little bit, because I haven't spoken to you guys in a minute. And when I do readings, I only sit down, here at my desk, and I'm talking basically to myself, right? So it's really nice to talk to people in the live and to have a little bit of a conversation here. Yeah, really, this kind of sums up, we don't need a lot of fancy things in order to step into this authentic life. What is your priority? Let's focus on that. Mushroom risotto, oh my God. I think it's one of my favorite meals. Yeah, it definitely is. I'm gonna give you a couple of advice if you've never tried to do it. I actually have mushrooms drying on the rack right now. The best kick that you will ever get in risotto is mixing the dried wild mushrooms, the forest mushrooms, together with the fresh ones, because those have the most intense taste. So you take the dried mushrooms, they're gonna look almost black, dark brown. You soak them, then you boil them, and I would strain that liquid and I would use it for my risotto. So I'm not wasting any flavor at all. I would strain any impurities. Sometimes there is sand, sometimes there is bits of the soil. Strain it really, really well and use it for your risotto. And then use those mushrooms, of course, chop it up however you want them, to be a bit thicker, chunkier, to be a little bit smaller. And then you'd also use the fresh mushrooms. I don't know how about you where you live, but where I am, we can buy it in grocery store, dried porcini mushrooms. It does cost quite a lot of money for a very little amount. So if you have an opportunity to drive somewhere and to go to an actual forest and to pick it yourself, of course you need to know your mushrooms in your country, but it's the best thing ever. It's so much about the simple things, connecting with this new being. It's the simple things, our senses, yes. The experiences of smelling the air of it all, of fall, yeah. Listening to the trees and their falling leaves. You're very right. And for that we connect into ourselves, to the power place, which is the heart. You haven't mastered the art of cooking rice. I would say, I don't know how about you, but for me, making risotto, working with that rice, it's much, much easier than making any other rice. Because you don't have to, it's all about the timing for you. Keep adding the liquid to your risotto rice. and you keep tasting it. If it's cooked, you're good, because it still has to sit in a little bit of sauce. You don't have to make it perfectly dry and fluffy rice. You know, it's a very different recipe, so it's much easier to work with risotto rice. I hope I'm giving you a heads up, and let me know the next time if you're gonna be passing by on the live or in the comment section how that risotto turned out. You'd have to go to farmers market. What do you live in a place where there are many forests around? I also need to drive. I'm not driving, but I go with my mom. It's like 35 minutes from my house where I'm going. But when I was a kid, we used to drive an hour 40 minutes one way to this massive forest. It's like the start of the country is all forest. Well, great memories. Yes, please do. Or if you follow me on Insta, if you have Insta, send me a picture, please. I'm just gonna sip on my coffee a little bit more, and then we're gonna jump to your reads. Julieta, I got your booking, by the way. I'm obsessed with cooking, man. I could cook day and night if I didn't have to do anything else. When I cook, it's a therapy for me, but it's also at the same time, it's like a ritual. I'm not the person who cooks just for the sake of cooking and putting in my stomach. I'm the person, if I make a meal, I'm gonna freaking smash it. My partner can be the person who just makes, you know, very kind of homey, hearty meals, but he doesn't have to stand in the kitchen for like hours. He's a bit more simple than that, but he cooks really, really well too. And he goes, until we met, my weight was fine. But now you start cooking and I'm like, I need to lose my weight. North Carolina. It's on the coast, but does have access to mountains and forests. I bet it would be a really long drive for you, no? No, I clean as I go. I used to be a messy cook. I used to be a messy cook. I would just focus on what I'm doing in the pan or in the pot. But I got my shit together and I said, I want everything to be pristine as I cook. It's much more enjoyable, so I clean as I cook. I guess maybe it comes with age as well, you know. I was young back then and I had uni and I had work. At the same time, I was just like, my mind was all over the place. And I really feel like your home, how you respect your space, reflects what's happening in your head a lot of times. Because when I would be down and really kind of in this dark hole, depressed, I'd have those waves, my apartment would reflect that. I would never get it very messy. No, I would have like a chair full of clothes next to my bed where I would just undress and drop it there, and I'd have to fold it back again and put it in the right places, or put it in the washing machine, or that would be my mess. I would leave dishes in the sink. What do you know? I would live on my own, so I wouldn't have too many, like a couple of plates, and I would go to sleep. But now I don't do any of it. It has to be good. It has to be clean. And just before this video, I scrubbed the whole freaking house because I wanted to have a clear head for the readings. So right now my office smells so freaking good. so good. It's the notes of eucalyptus and freshly washed clothes and the flowers, and I freaking love it. Okay, let's get to your readings, shall we? So we're not gonna do a pick a card today. We had a really interesting collective read today. I feel like everything that I had to say was said already. I don't really use the super chat. You know why? Only because when you are a YouTube creator, YouTube takes 45% of what you earned from the views only, and it does the same with the super chat. And I feel like with the super chat, with the platform, it's fine, because I wouldn't be able to create that kind of platform myself. So I'm fine paying that. But with the book fell down. But with super chats, I really feel like it's so bad, because people are tipping or donating a creator, and YouTube still takes 45% of what people have donated. That's the thing that I don't really agree with YouTube. But hey, do we have another option? We don't really. Gotta be grateful for what you get. Okay, the dragons, you're first on the list. Let me see your message. We are starting with you. I would love if you could tune in. I feel there is a message I received the last days and weeks, and I feel that you would be the one who is giving me the last piece to understand it fully. Okay, there is no specific question, just what wishes to come through to help me get more into authentic self. Okay, I love that. Very synchronistic with the reading. Let me see which deck would resonate. Okay, we're going for the deep deck, the El Goliath deck. What would help you to tap into your authentic self? Oh, yes. The rebirthing bonfire. You're right on the edge, like on a threshold right now. What are you stepping into? Four of Cups reversed. What are you stepping into? Look. The next 3 months or so may be a little bit intense for you, but in the best way possible. Why me? Why I'm saying, look, we're starting with fire here. You have fire in your eyes right here. What you're stepping out of, what you're leaving behind, is this feeling of uninterest, apathy, or kind of saying no to things, or not being really interested in particular things and that you're supposed to be interested in. And I mean supposed to, because those will be really important to you in the long run. What's happening once you cross this threshold right now, and you've been getting hints about that, you're going to be able to see, and I don't even mean your eyes, okay? To see much more than you were able to pick up on in the past. Your intuition may be very hyped up, tuned up. You are also tapping into your passions a little bit more here. You're not blind to certain things anymore. And you know that previous blindness wasn't bad, because you were given a break. Because if you were tapped into a lot of things, that would tire you out quite a lot. And if you have all your responsibilities in life to take care of, to take off your tasks, it wasn't the right time for the God, universe, whatever you believe in, to tune you in. Now the time is right, and you may sense things a little bit more. You may see things beyond the veil a little bit more. You're seeing not only with your eyes, but you're seeing with your inner temple. The third eye may be a little bit more hyped up. Now, if you would want to strengthen this or get a bit more clear information, if there's going to be a situation where, like, I'm not sure if I'm getting it right, light a fire. If you can, it would be best for you to be by the bonfire, literally. If you can't do that, find the candle that you really love. If you have it in your home, that's fine, use that candle. If you don't have a candle that really draws your attention, or it's really nice to look at, go out of your way and buy one. And set an intention that this is going to be my candle. through which I will connect. Stare in the flame and note down what you're getting on the piece of paper or in your journal. Through the fire, you can connect the most at this moment. Okay? Can you hear outside? There are crows circling around right now. There's a lot of understanding that is coming through this stronger side that you are getting. There will be another skill set or talent that you have that you already have an idea about. It will be revealed to you a little bit more. You'll become better at it, or you will be much more drawn to perfect it a little bit more. I hope this made sense. Hey, Ella. Yes, I am. Okie dokie. Deza. Energy check-in. Anything that comes through. Let's see. Let's see what we got for you. Let me put this on the side. I'm gonna tap into which deck I wanna use for you. This one. There's what do you need to know about right now? What's happening? What's happening? What is happening at this moment? I don't feel like you see it fully just yet. It's the present energy, but it's going to be more prominent in the next couple of months. Okay, let me get one more deck. Which area of your life would it be most beneficial to focus on right now? Friendships. This is going to be a relationship reading. Now, don't be surprised that at this moment of your life, your attention, on a soul level, that's what's really important right now. On the soul level, it's like your life and your environment is showing you signs that you got to focus on the relationships. And relationships is a really big deal right now. Because through the relationships right now, you can learn the most. Especially the platonic relationships around you. Specifically connected to one female in your life. Now again, as I said, this may not make sense to you just yet. But when this happens, don't take that situation as a negative. If they're going to say something that you don't like, or they're going to do something that you don't like, this is an opportunity to grow together with this person. To have really vulnerable chat and to say, you know what, maybe I didn't like that. And I also realized that there were times where I did something that I didn't like too. It's understanding and recognition of the mistakes that we make as humans in relationships and overcoming that. So you're putting your ego on the side and you're saying, okay, let me look at this a little bit more. Why is this triggering the heck out of me? Why am I triggering myself when I tend to do this? Is the cleansing and is the clearing, of any shadows that may be floating around. So the shadows are representation of repressed emotions and said words in the relationships. This is a really good time for you for forgiveness. And remember, we're not forgiven for someone else. We are forgiving for ourselves first. If you still have emotional baggage connected to one particular situation that you are carrying, I would say write it down on a piece of paper, whatever you want to say, and burn it. Let it go to the universe, God, to be dealt with. And notice how you will feel much, much lighter. It's like writing a letter for the situation that still impacts you, or for the person that still impacts you. Right now, you're in this moment of your life cleansing the energy that was left after arguments or words that were said, or situations that impacted me as a person. And it's all connected to people. You are becoming a better friend for yourself as well as for everyone else, but it starts with self. I hope this made sense. And don't take the triggers as a bad thing. Thank them. And I know it can be very difficult at the moment when it's happening, but try it out and see how you feel. 1 second. I'm looking for the deck. Here it is. Today's readings are really kind of deep. I know this woman, a new friend, a married woman, but when we go out, she flirted all around with men and make out. I am not in a place to judge, but sometimes I fear being in her company. Okay, I'm going to pull one more card for you here to see how you can best approach this person. Bye-bye, Jess. Pick your battles with this individual. Pick your battles. I don't feel like even talking about this would help the situation very much. It's not your battle. With this particular person, it's not your battle. It's this person's battle. But you're an observer and notice what she does that triggers the heck out of you, and go back. Of course, this would trigger a lot of people, right? And go back and see how that may somehow connect to what you have been through. Because this person is sent to you for a reason. Okay? Is sent to you for a reason. Yeah, there is some sort of wounding here from the past. And no, you don't have to be besties with this person. That's not what I'm saying. You're using the situation to your advantage to kind of pull something from the depth and put it to light. Anything else as an advice? Keep your energetic and emotional independence. So what this means, you can be around this individual, for example, but you are not taking anything on board as your own. So you're not bringing home any negative emotions connected to this individual. It's almost as if you are learning how to be energetically and emotionally independent, regardless of who's around you. Does that make sense? And by the way you act around this individual, what you say, how you say it, the gracefulness of you will shine the light for this gracefulness. And it's the actions that speak much louder than words. She reminds me of everything I don't want to be, but I do enjoy her company. That's all. Just enjoy the company. You don't have to hold hands. But you can just be there through the distance, right? And again, I told you this is sent to you for a reason. You have the guide over here. So this was pre-planned for you. Definitely pre-planned for you. Okay, Tyler. Hello, Tyler. How you doing? How can you strengthen the relationships with people around you? Platonic and romantic. Okay, let's switch decks. I don't know why I won this deck. I was seeking for the regular tarot, but Magic of You Oracle is staring at me. By the way, very quickly, after Tyler, we have Jadida, we have Juliet, we have Roida. Sorry, I probably butchered your name. And we have Elżbieta. Tyler, how can you strengthen relationships with the people around you? Okay, another deep reading. How can you strengthen the relationships with people around you? And what to avoid? You have a couple of cards that are talking about listening and being, what's the word I'm looking for? How you can strengthen relationships with people around you is by noticing little things. That's the most important thing for you right now. For example, someone says, I'm just going to give you such a stupid example. Someone says, you know what, I keep looking for silk pillowcases, but right now the ones that I find, they are very expensive. And say a couple of days later, you're scrolling through social media and you notice that there is an ad, discounted silk pillowcases, and you send it to that person. It's the little details that you remember that someone says that they really care about. It's those little things. If someone said, hey, I have a doctor's appointment on Wednesday and you met on Sunday, you check in with them. Hey, how did that go? It's all about that for you right now. I don't even have any other messages here. All of your cards are talking about it. What to avoid is being emotionally cold and isolating yourself. That's what to avoid. So for example, if you feel that you're in a hermit moment that particular day and you really don't have energy to reply to that message or pick up that phone call, you don't have to ignore the message or the phone call. What to do for you is to pick up that phone call and say straight away, put it out there. Hey, you know what? I just don't have energy today. So I may sound this way or I may not be the best listener. Just putting it out there. And notice how you yourself will feel much, much better yourself after you say those words. That's going to be part of the healing that day for you. Or if you're always very kind of a person who's very jolly, right? And then someone texts you something exciting, just tell them, hey, I really don't have it in me right now. I may get back to you a bit later regarding this thing when I'm a bit more in the mood. Don't take it personally. It's about putting your cards on the table, whatever those cards are. Again, metaphors coming through today. You don't have to constantly play with kings, a set of kings. If you that day dealt 2 2s, just put it on the table and say, today I have 2 2s. I can't do much with that. I can't play much with those 2 2s, but I'm here. I'm here. Make sense? I think it's my problem. I don't do that, lol, but still try and push through. This is very spot on. I'm glad it is. The camera is a bit crooked again. I'm so sorry. Stay, please. Yeah, see, for you, it's not big things here. It's the little things. And those little things will help you in the long run. And that's when you are like that, you open up opportunities for people who also struggling with the same thing. They think they always have to show up being the best version, right? In the conversation, in the message, whatever the case. You also give them an opportunity to say, you know what? I actually don't feel the best today too. But I'm here. I'm gonna play with those 2 2s, right? Jedida, okay. You're going through a difficult period. Okay, I'm gonna read it in my own head here, the rest of the message. I just want to know when and if I'll make it through. And what I would say in this situation, I want to look at how you can make it through. Because when can be different based on your actions. Listen, this is the first. I was really drawn to just a moment ago to read a paragraph for you from the book. Let's do that first, okay? And then I'll pull cards for you, don't worry. Oh my God, this phone holder, why is it giving me a headache? Here it is. Let's do that first. My intention here is to see what you need to hear that would be helpful. This will describe people's particular situations, very specific situations, but we're not looking at the situation itself, what it is about. We're looking at the message behind it for you, okay? All right. What do you need to hear right now when you are going through this difficult period of your life? Okay. I'm gonna start at the beginning. Beginners intensive. I love that for you. Beginners intensive for positive thinking. As you begin to awaken, turn on your radio machine. Remember to choose your audio the night before and insert it in your machine ready for you to press the on button. The affirmation audio offers you a wonderful way to start a day. Inner talk for a confident day would work beautifully there. You may want to look at that. Inner talk for a confident day. Or you can choose a meditation, motivational, or inspirational talk or audiobook as an alternative. So we're starting slow here with you, okay? To put you back again on your feet so you can feel better. What great times we live in for learning and growing. After you press on button, lie there with your eyes closed and let the powerful and loving thoughts sink in. Okay, we're gonna jump to number 2. As you get out of bed, pay attention to the positive quotes you have surrounded yourself with. On the wall, refrigerator, your mirror, and so on. You might want to chuckle a bit at what it takes for the human race to make itself feel good. For you particularly, what I'm feeling, surrounding yourself with quotes or a sticker on your bathroom mirror. I really feel what would be helpful instead of just like a really, cool quote or positive quote is something silly and stupid. A meme, a silly meme that always cracks you up. Something that you found on the internet and every time you look at it, you chuckle. I feel that would be the best thing for you. That would break you through to the other side of, hey, you know what? Life is shitty sometimes, and I'm just going through it right now. And humor is your medicine at this moment. For you particularly, I keep getting humor, humor, humor. As you dress, it's a great time to play some music that makes your heart sing. Number 4, also as you dress, begin to repeat the affirmations you have chosen for the day. I really don't think it's the affirmations for you here. What I'm feeling is the humor, is the stand-up comedy, is something that is ridiculous, is something that where people choose the comedian who talks about the difficulties of life and makes it funny and ridiculous and makes the problem a bit smaller. Okay? 5, if you exercise daily, this is an opportune time to pump in your positive thinking. Affirmations such as I can feel the energy coursing through my body. I feel like for you, what would be beneficial here, instead of this, right in the morning when you wake up, don't look at your phone straight away. Of course, turn off your alarm, but don't stare at it for too long. Come back into the pose of laying on your back, close your eyes, and imagine it as if from above, from the source, there is a surge of energy coming down to you, surrounding your whole body. Feel it, envision it, smell it, stay in that energy before you get up, as long as you feel like you need to, as long as you can. Okay? I feel like that's it from this chapter. It gave me a couple of downloads here. I hope this made sense. So, try this first, and you will make it out of it faster. It's not that I'm pushing you to get up and feel great again, but this will strengthen you. Okay. One more deck. Well, I wasn't using the deck for you to start with, but hey, these books act like decks. Will you make it through? Will you make it through? See, that's why I wanted to talk about actions first. It's not about asking the cards, will I make it through and when? What kind of actions you'll be taking in order to make it through? And the advice that I've given you, start with that. Okay? Don't overwhelm yourself with too much happening in your head, with too much info. Take it one step at a time. Don't overwhelm yourself with trying to fix everything at once. That's not going to help you. Take it one step at a time. Will you overcome this? Let me see. I'm sure you will, but let's see. Will you overcome this? Yes, you're right at the edge of it. You're right at the end of it. The 10 is here. The 10 is here. So actually, this is a good time for you to do a bit of soul searching too. Connect to the self, to the soul, to the energy body. That's why I suggested you start your mornings really tapping into the body first. This will also take a bit of competitiveness, a bit of having to stand up for what you believe in and what you want your life to look like. Discipline is your best friend, but you will come out of this. A couple of months from now may still feel like, oh, I'm in it, but afterwards I feel like you're getting back on track again. Yeah. Be stubborn enough to take action and to change this around. Be stubborn. Okay? You'll get there. Here's you wearing a beautiful hat, being proud, gaining the wisdom through this difficulty. This is also going to lead you towards more independence, the way you feel within. I feel independent, therefore I feel that I can do all of these things because I witnessed that before, that I've done it already. I hope this was helpful. Let me look at a chat very quickly before I continue with your reads. Okay. You are a couple of moments max, okay? Thank you, you too. Why is my internet playing tricks on me? Guys, I'm gonna take a very quick toilet break, okay? I drank quite a lot of coffee and a lot of water, so bear with me here, but the next person that we are going to focus on is gonna be Giulietta, okay? Give me 6 seconds. Okay, I'm back. Giulietta, career-based. I want to get a feeling of how well my new business will do. Congrats on your business. I'm gonna use a bit of white sage on my wrists. All right. Giulietta, first thing I want to say before we jump into the career topic, if you can, within the next 7 days, cleanse your home together with yourself, your own self, okay? This would highly benefit you. Set a neutral tone for everything, and it will make you much more focused. What I mean by that is literally, but don't rush it. Make sure you set a day when you want to do that, and you enjoy it as much as possible. I know cleaning is not the most enjoyable tasks for some people, but it's gonna clear your head, it's gonna give you ideas, it's gonna keep you very focused and a bit more motivated. So clean your home, make sure it smells good, okay? The bits and pieces that maybe you haven't had time to focus on, I don't know, the drawers, the dust in the drawers, or whatever the case. And then if you do have a bath, have a really good bath with some, either preferably eucalyptus oil or pine tree oil, essential oil if you have it. That would be great for you, okay? If you don't have a bath, have a conscious shower, meaning you feel, and preferably don't run hot water. If you can, use neutral water would be the best. If you can, stand a couple of minutes over the cold water, that would be best, but focus from the head on, from the top of your head, the water running all the way down to your toes. See and feel how energy that you picked up from your surroundings so far is being neutralized and cleansed and goes right into the drain. Okay, that's the first thing. Now let's look at your career. Maybe you felt drawn to doing so yourself. Maybe you felt that there is kind of like, there is something that I gotta do, but I don't know what it is. It's cleansing. Okay, let me find the proper deck for you. Appropriate deck for you. How well will your new business do? How well will your new business do? How well will your new business do? I'm seeing that there may be a couple of delays. It may not blow up as fast as you may want it to, because there are still things that you're looking for. There are still, not everything is worked out perfectly. This is a journey. So be ready for the journey, okay? You haven't explored all the avenues just yet. This business has a lot of potential, especially if somehow through your business you're able to touch people, okay? To resonate with people, to connect to them on a heart level. It has to be that kind of like whatever you're offering, selling, it has to touch someone on a personal level. That's the best bet. What to avoid is replication. I'm seeing the double. I'm gonna make a very similar thing, or I'm gonna do a very similar thing to something else. That would be something to watch out for, because you don't need to be a replica of something. The business doesn't belong in the business. Make sure that it's something unique to you, or something completely changed. Maybe the core of it is the same, but the surface of it, the way it looks, the way it feels is very different. What is the best advice for you in order for you to, in the long run, upgrade the business, make sure it runs smoothly? The best advice for you. The best advice for you. One more second. I keep hearing we're not replicating. We're not replicating. It has to be unique. Yeah, you have great cards here. In the long run, you have success. I'm also seeing that this business, the way you view it now, how it's structured, what you're doing with it, how it looks like over time is going to look slightly different, but it's because of the improvements that you will make. So it's like you molding it throughout time. So be flexible with this. Okay, notice what's missing over time. Okay, this is not working. Let me adjust this a little bit. Let me move it here. It's like you put in a puzzle together. So be flexible. If you won't be flexible, you may have challenges. Okay, if you're gonna go, hey, I just want it to go this way, I just want it to be this way, that's all I'm gonna do and I'm gonna stick to it, but it's not working and you see that, but you're stubborn, this will cause issues in the long run. Stagnancy. Okay, so be flexible. I hope this made sense. Hi, Catherine. Yes, I am. I think you're gonna be the last one that I take for the booking because I'm so freaking hungry. And my partner is cooking downstairs, and the whole house smells freaking divine. It's not helping me here. Okay. Roida. Roida, okay, let me find you in the chat. Oh, that's you, perfect. I didn't write any message, but I wanted to know what message is coming. Any message, okay. Any general message, let's see. What do we want for you? What deck do we want? Ooh, animal tarot. Are you a big animal lover? Are you thinking about getting an animal? A new one? I got you, Catherine. Got you, Bookie. By the way, you're gonna be a third, so I'm gonna do this person and then two more, and then it's you, I think. No. Wait. No, I'm gonna do two people and then it's gonna be your turn. I'm gonna do two people. That sounds very nice. Very professional. You want to get a cat? Yeah, I feel that. Here it is. That's why I took the deck. Yeah, it's ready for you, that cat. That's what I can tell you. Okay, what do we need to know? What do we need to talk about? You have a big cat here too. You know what? This is gonna be one of those interesting ones. Give me 1 second. Okay, first thing that I'm hearing. One second, I'm just processing it all. You're actually stepping into a lucky phase of your life. The advice that I can give you right now, the message that is coming through, use communication as your strongest tool. The way you talk, the way you write, that's gonna open you up to a possibility for making your dream come true. It's through the voice, it's through the writing that is going to be elevated, and that it is going to come to you a little bit faster. And this is a bit mysterious because I'm trying to tap into what exactly it is, but I'm being cut off. I'm not allowed to. The only thing that I'm allowed to say here is communication is your throat chakra is the strongest tool that you have. Use it wisely. Another thing with this animal that I'm picking up here, this animal is going to teach you quite a lot. The cat that you want to get, you may think, oh, you know, it's just a pet. I really want a cat. But that cat will teach you quite a lot. And it may sound silly. Cat is going to be, oh my god, this is deep. The cat has incarnated to be one of your guides in the physical form. You will notice it in the way it moves, what it looks at. It's kind of going to be based drawing your attention to certain things, what you need to look at. How the cat is feeling whenever someone calls you, right? How is it acting? The cat is going to be giving you hints, but you're going to have to really observe because it's going to be subtle. The message that I'm getting, it's not the cat that is a pet. It's not the cat that is... You are not the master of the cat. Okay. Of that cat that you will get. That's what is coming through here. It's equally your master too, but more on a spiritual sense. It is here to teach you quite a lot. We have a contract right here with a justice card, a pre-incarnation contract. Okay? It's one of those interesting messages here that is coming through. Hey, Charlie. Anything else? You're also being shown to me a bit like a whisperer of animals. I don't know if you've noticed that or not. Yeah, but that's what I got. Sorry, your message was quite mysterious about your dream coming true. But I have to respect it because I don't want to influence you in a way that is gonna, mess up the organic flow of your life. But I'm seeing kind of like a surprising but also a very joyful time for you, and you will want to celebrate that achievement. But I'm not able to tell you more exactly what it is. I'm sorry. Okay, we got Ella. Ella, where you at? Let me look at the comment section. Any hints about my first meeting with AL? Thank you. I won't be able to be here to hear your answer. Okay, no problem. You can watch it later. The first meeting. With Al. The first meeting. Let's see. Have you organized it yet? I know you're not here, but have you organized it yet? Because it seems distant to me. I'm not seeing the physical connection here that is happening very soon. The meeting itself may be a little bit cold because I'm not getting the warmth here. You may hear something that you don't necessarily want to hear. Well, you know what? The situation with this person is actually going to put you at peace. I'm seeing you very independent. In the long run, I'm seeing you independent of this connection. I would like you to tell you something else, but this feels cold to me. It feels like as if you're going that way, You're passing each other by. There is no coherence here, and there is no ground for a partnership here, or mutuality. That's what I'm looking for. That's the word, mutuality. It's like you're both on your own. Any advice for you here? Express your doubts, and also express what you are looking for. What's your goal here? Express it. What's your goal and what would make you happy? Even if it may feel scary. Anything else about this connection? Yeah, I'm not seeing you. I'm seeing distance. I'm seeing distance between you two. I'm telling you. This reading is cold. It feels cold to me. Hope this made sense. Sorry if I couldn't give you any warm message here, but it's just not coming through. Not at all. Seeing two people minding their own business, living their own lives, that kind of situation I'm seeing here. Thank you, Ro. Okay, the last person we have, I think it was Catherine, right? Do you have a question, please? What is up with my connection today? What vibes do I give out to LXP? No romantic interest, just curious. Okay, no problem. What vibes? What vibes? How does this person see you? What vibes? How they are feeling you? I'm gonna text my mom very quickly so that she doesn't call me again, because I don't want to be disconnected from the energy. 1 second. One second. Okay. The energy that you give off to this person is very mysterious. This person is as if they haven't cracked you yet. There is mysterious energy about you. This person sees you as someone who has a lot of potential, and if you're not successful just yet, you will be. This person thinks that you have a lot of eyes on you, a lot of opportunities, potential. But at the same time, this person thinks that you're a little bit closed off. It's like an invisible wall is there. So I don't know if something happened between you two or just the way you act, but this person, they would say, you're not allowing maybe other people or a lot of people to come too close to you. This person respects you. There is a bit of intimidation here because they're not able to understand you fully, to see through you fully, not to understand you. There are onion layers that haven't been peeled, and they're curious of what they look like. And the onion is you. You give off this energy of a mature individual, regardless of your age. Okay. What else? And they also think that you are quite picky when it's to who you hang with. Who you allow in your space, how close you allow people in. I hope this made sense. Now remember, other people's opinions of us doesn't necessarily reflect the truth about us, okay? That is something that this person has created that kind of picture about you. They're quite curious to see more from you. They're quite curious. They see you somehow as an important individual. I don't know, would it be something that you do, what responsibilities you have? They see you as an important individual. Okay? That's what I got for you. So I hope you have a beautiful day, everyone. And you're having fun. Don't forget to have fun. Don't forget to do something for yourself today that makes you happy, even a little thing. I don't care what it is. And I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.